Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. George Soros, you've heard his name a million different times. He's the center of many a conspiracy theory, and the left has always maintained that there's no there. Any suggestion of well-funded chaos and the shadowy George Soros figure acting like a puppet master, it's all just a bunch of right-wing, kooky conspiracy theories. But well, it seems as though the days of pretending that this is some sort of shadowy conspiracy is now over, because now the receipts are in. The Capital Research Center released a report that basically lays it out plain as day. They've been able to trace and pinpoint more than $80 million from the Soros Open Society Foundation, $80 million spent since 2016, pumped directly into organizations tied to extremism, violence, and outright terrorism. I guess it's no longer a conspiracy theory, no longer rumor, it's no longer a right-wing, anti-Semitic attack or trope. It's not just somebody saying this from a 4chan forum board. This is documented, there's numbers, names, and dates. And the truth is very ugly. George Soros has spent years laundering his agenda through non-profits, and when you strip away all the fluffy branding of civil rights and civil liberties and kumbaya liberal talking points, what's really going on here is a well-funded network operating on American soil, mobilizing extremist groups. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so I got this piece here from the Gateway Pundit. The title reads, Soros-funded violent leftist operation networks exposed? Now, I'm not exactly sure why they put a question mark there because it seems pretty damn clear, but basically the TLDR is, they've tracked $18 million to Movement for Black Lives, which is the same group that published a guide praising Hamas's October 7th massacre, which was a guide teaching activists how to blockade highways, choke the economy, and destabilize society. So under the name of Movement for Black Lives, Soros wasn't funding racial equity and racial justice. No, they were funding an operation that was getting people to try to block highways. Where have we seen that before? Yeah, more like funding people who are openly endorsing terrorism and sabotaging American society. They've also traced $2 million to the Sunrise Movement, which again, on surface, just seems like some tree-hugging nonsense. But this group actually backed the Antifa-linked Stop Cop City gang, the same group that was charged with domestic terrorism for torching construction equipment, attacking cops with firebombs, and trying to shut down a training facility meant to keep communities safe. We were covering that story, which was happening in Georgia, I believe, 2 years ago. So under the guise of funding climate activism, they were actually funding anarcho-communists that were throwing firebombs and attacking police officers. Then we've got $2.3 million to Al-Haq. This is a person who's formerly tied to the PFLP, a designated terrorist organization with blood on its hands. The US government recognizes them as terrorists, and yet the Soros Foundation is cutting them checks, and so that's where some of the money is going, into the pockets of people who glorify terrorists, who riot in the streets and destabilize America from within. And that's obviously just the tip of the iceberg. We're not even getting into all the DAs and prosecutors that he's put into office, the same people who refuse to prosecute these domestic terrorists on the streets, the same people who time and time again allow Antifa to burn, attack, harass. And actually, interestingly enough, after this report was released, the Soros PR machine actually responded, quote, "We condemn terrorism. This is just a political smear." Freaking spare me. You don't get to say that you condemn terrorism while literally funding it on American soil. That's like saying, oh, we don't support arson after funding the guy who burnt down the Tesla dealerships. What an absolutely pathetic response. And again, it's the same thing that we always say. Who is funding these people? You have these kids in Portland who are outside that ICE facility every day. Do these people not have jobs? When we see a protest happening on the other side of the country and then a bunch of people are being bussed in, well, who's freaking paying for that? Someone's gotta be funding these people. And then, of course, you see what these black-clad anarchists are up to on the streets. You know, here's the current video that's going viral all over the internet.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I didn't do anything.
Hey, get the
You get out of here. Don't try to hit me.
Get out of here.
Well, I have
Get
no.
out of here. Don't come back.
Get away
I
from
see
me.
you again.
Get away from me, sir.
Get the
You're pushing me onto the road.
Get the out of here.
Let me move. Let me get out. If you're gonna let me get out.
Fucking walk.
Hey, sir, stop it.
Fucking walk.
Stop.
Walk.
What are you doing? Why are you so mad? I didn't do anything.
You did.
What did I do?
Walk.
I haven't done anything.
Walk. Do not come back.
Watch out.
You come back, I'm gonna smoke you, dude.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm
Why?
gonna smash that camera.
Stop it. Stop. Sir, stop it.
Stop sticking your camera in people's fucking face.
I have the right to be here.
Okay, did I say?
I have the right to be here. I have the right to film. You have DHS watching you right there, lasered on you. You have a sniper lasered on you right now.
I don't give a.
Stop it.
Stop sticking your camera in people's face.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
You have a sniper on you right now. You have a sniper on you right now.
In Portland, you've got an independent journalist covering Antifa, and some cracked out wannabe revolutionary runs up and threatens to smoke him as he approaches hyper-aggressively. Then, of course, the moment that made it all go viral, federal agents on a rooftop putting 3 sniper lasers across his chest, and right then and there, the tough guy act evaporates. But holy frickin' moly, this is not normal. These are aggressive, violent people, and this is a well-organized and well-funded machine. And so it's time to expose it all. It's time to shut it down. You know, some people think it's scary. Oh, federal officers tracking their sniper lasers on this guy. But what other solution do you have? These people are violent, they're aggressive, they're threatening. This is criminal behavior. It's about time the feds start doing something about it. And of course, as the president has stated, it's time to kick it up a notch. Not just the crackdown on Antifa and these radical people on the streets, but now working on cutting off the pipeline, going after the financiers. You start off by cleaning the streets, but you also need to choke off the money. The ones who are bankrolling this destruction, this destabilization, the division, funding literal terrorism as they pretend to be philanthropic. Oh, yes, we know, George Soros. What a genuinely good man he is. Give me a frickin' break. Well, now it seems we're collecting receipts. We're finding out who's funding the groups that are glorifying terrorism, that are calling people to get on the streets and sow chaos. It's time to launch full-on investigations, track the money, find the groups that are funding this stuff, and shut them down for once and for all. Because trust me, once there's actual threat of consequence and once the money dries up, well then I'm pretty sure that's when this all ends, because it's all one massive LARP. If there's actual consequences to the crime, and if there's no more US aid bucks and other NGO bucks pouring in, these people will disappear, at least a good chunk of them. It's time to uproot the entire domestic terrorism ecosystem. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.